We're going to take a look at the 6-volt AGM batteries that are offered in the Legacy Elite 2. It's 6-volt, 220 amp hour battery. So with the 4 batteries, you basically increase the 6 volts to 12 and you double the amp hours. Effectively, you only have 220 amp hours to utilize because you can only utilize about 50% with a 12-volt battery. As you use it, you will be able to actually monitor the voltage and see the voltage start to drop as you load up the batteries and continue to use it. Now, with a 12-volt battery, when you turn a load on, you may see the voltage immediately drop, and that's because the load has hit the battery. So you might say the battery is showing 13 volts, so you turn something on and it immediately drops to 12.7. You haven't lost that voltage. That's just the load hitting the battery. If you were to turn that load right back off, you'd see your voltage come back into the battery. However, over a period of time utilizing with that type of load, which is a large load, it would use quite a bit of power. So you do have to keep in mind to manage and monitor the battery use when boondocking and not connected to a generator or shore power connection. Now, with the AGM batteries, they are called maintenance free. You don't have to do anything to them other than charge them. And of course, certain things have to be done when putting them in storage. Typical AGM battery life is about 3 to 5 years. Depending on how much time you put into the battery depends on the life of the battery. I'd say I see more last at the 3-year mark than the 5, simply because the improper storage or improper charging of the battery. These batteries are designed to be a deep cycle battery. They're really designed for something kind of like a golf cart where you'd use it until it gets low and then recharge it. If you get this style of battery and you constantly keep it on a charge at the top end, that's going to shorten the life of the battery. It actually wants to be used. It wants to be discharged. When storing this type of battery, the recommendation is actually to discharge it down to about 70%, which is going to be somewhere around 12.5 volts. And then after a period of time, go back, charge it back up, and then let it drop back down, discharge it to 70% again. Now that takes some time that you have to dedicate while it's in storage, and not everybody can. If you don't follow that and you do put like a trickle charger or just hook it up, the biggest thing is you're going to be impacting the life of the battery. And that just may be easier, however, for you. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just understand you may have to replace your batteries more closer to the 3-year mark than the 5.